Every single day, a war is fought. Not on a distant battlefield, but inside your own mind. It is the war between the person you are and the person you are destined to become. The version of you that seeks comfort, that makes excuses, that says, tomorrow. That is not your friend. It is your captor. It is the architect of a safe but small life. A life built on a foundation of your own compromised potential. The great philosopher of success, Napoleon Hill, spent over 20 years studying the most powerful people of his time. He discovered a fundamental truth. The greatest tragedy is not failure, but the quiet refusal to evolve. Growth is not an accident. It is a duty. It does not happen when it is convenient. It happens when you demand it. This is not about self-improvement. It is about self-liberation. This is a guide to the 5 steps, inspired by Hill's timeless wisdom, for outgrowing your old self and becoming the architect of your own future. Growth is not a gentle evolution. It is a revolution. It requires that you overthrow the part of you that settles for mediocrity. This is not about self-improvement. It is about self-liberation. This guide is not about inspiration. It is about strategy. We will break down the mechanics of this inner war, guided by the profound insights of thinkers who understood the nature of human potential. It is time to stop negotiating with your weakness and start architecting your strength. This transformation is not gentle. It will feel less like progress and more like pain. It requires a daily, conscious war with the parts of you that crave ease over excellence. The person you have been is not the person who will take you where you are going. That version of you, the one who hesitates, who makes excuses, who seeks distraction, must be dismantled. His habits must be broken, his justifications exposed, and his story rewritten. Do you want a new life? Then you must let go of the identity that is addicted to the old one. Think of it in the simplest physical terms. Imagine a person who has been out of shape their whole life and decides to become strong. The first few weeks in the gym are pure pain. Their muscles ache in ways they've never felt before. Waking up early to work out feels like a punishment. Every instinct in their body, conditioned by years of comfort, is screaming at them to quit, to go back to the old, easy way of living. This initial pain is the old self fighting to survive. But if they push through, something miraculous happens. The soreness transforms into a feeling of strength. The difficult routine becomes a source of pride. The pain wasn't a sign they were failing. It was the physical evidence of their own transformation. The Greek philosopher Heraclitus taught that no man ever steps in the same river twice, because both the river and the man are in constant change. To resist this change, to cling to the riverbank of who you used to be, is to fight the very nature of existence. Do not fear the pain of this change. That pain is the sound of your limitations shattering. It is the scream of your old self resisting its own extinction. Let it scream. Let it burn. Let it go. Because your higher self is waiting, ready to emerge the moment you stop protecting the weaker version of you. The old you was created by accident, through habits you didn't choose, beliefs you inherited, and pain you never processed. But the new you, the one you are becoming, must be forged by design. This is not a one-time event. It is a daily choice to rebuild. The old you wakes up and follows impulses. The new you wakes up and follows intentions. The old you avoids responsibility. The new you seeks it out as an opportunity to grow. The old you escapes into distraction. The new you pursues discipline with a quiet obsession. You will never reach your potential while dragging around the corpse of your past identity. You must bury that person every single morning. How? Think of an aspiring musician. The old version waits for inspiration. He picks up his guitar only when he feels like it. The new version, the professional, has a non-negotiable standard. He practices for 1 hour every single day. He is not waiting for a feeling. He is building a skill. His growth is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of a daily choice. Growth is found in the resistance, in the friction between who you are and who you are becoming. Stop asking for an easy life. Easy is the enemy of greatness. Instead, ask for challenges that will forge your character. Your future self, the one who has the power, the peace, and the purpose you seek, is already inside you. But he is trapped under the weight of your current habits. He is suffocating beneath your excuses. And only you can set him free, not with wishes, but with action. To rise, you must declare a quiet war on your lower nature. You must become intolerant of your own excuses. The philosopher Plato described the human soul as a chariot pulled by 2 horses. One is a noble white horse, representing our higher, rational, and virtuous impulses. The other is an unruly dark horse, representing our base appetites, our laziness, and our fears. You are the charioteer. Your job is not to kill the dark horse, but to tame it, to discipline it, and to make it serve the direction of the white horse. Imagine the desire for comfort after a long day is the dark horse, begging you to sink into the couch and scroll mindlessly. The charioteer, your higher self, knows that an hour of reading or exercise is what will truly serve your long-term vision. The war is won in that quiet, internal choice, choosing what you want most over what you want now. Your loyalty to who you've been must be broken. That version of you has betrayed your potential long enough. You do not need to learn more. You need to do more. You do not need more information. You need immersion. A complete, radical immersion into the life you are meant to live. The world's wisdom is useless if it is not applied. The Stoic philosopher Seneca constantly warned against being a mere student of philosophy. He said the goal was not to know the words, but to live the principles. This means every part of your life must be filtered through one question. Does this serve the person I'm becoming, or does it feed the person I'm leaving behind? Your food. Does it fuel your body for peak performance, or does it weigh you down? Your friends. Do they inspire you and hold you to a higher standard, or do they make your excuses feel comfortable? Your information diet. Are you consuming content that sharpens your mind, or content that numbs it? Imagine someone who wants to be a successful entrepreneur can read 100 books on business. But the real transformation begins when they immerse themselves in the world. They start spending time with other founders. They listen to podcasts about capital and marketing during their commute. They replace their nightly entertainment with building their product. Their entire environment becomes a cathedral for their ambition. Your old self was built by passive consumption. The new you must be built by conscious, deliberate immersion. The final step in this transformation is to change the way you speak, both to the world and to yourself. The old you used the language of excuses and limitations. The new you must speak the language of ownership and possibility. The great psychologist Carl Jung taught that our words have the power to shape our reality. When you change your language, you change your mind. Stop saying, "I have to work out." Start saying, "I get to build my strength." Stop saying, "I can't." Start asking, "How can I?" Stop saying, "I'm so tired." Start saying, "My discipline is being tested and I will win." Think of an athlete. A losing athlete says, "The competition is too tough." A winning athlete says, "I must train harder." They do not describe the problem. They declare their response to it. This is not about positive thinking. It It is about using language as a tool to frame your reality in a way that empowers you to act. Your words are the commands that program your mind. Speak the language of the person you are becoming, not the person you have been. This journey of outgrowing yourself is not about becoming someone else. It is about removing everything that isn't you. The fear is not you. The excuses are not you. The laziness is not you. Those are hand-me-down behaviors from a former self who did not know his own power. But now, you know. And once you know, you can never truly go back. The process is a daily, disciplined act of choosing your future over your past. As Napoleon Hill taught, the world doesn't pay you for what you know. It pays you for what you do with what you know. The world does not need another person stuck in their potential. It needs you, the real you, the focused, disciplined, and authentic version who no longer waits for permission, but who owns their greatness without apology. He is not built overnight. He is built one brick at a time, one decision at a time, one moment of discomfort at a time, and brick by brick, you rise out of the ashes of your former self. You were never meant to stay the same. You were created for evolution. So choose now, not when you feel ready, because that day will never come. The person who waits for transformation is a person who will wait forever. Be the person who forces it. Be the person who chooses himself, and in doing so, becomes undeniable.